There's a community in Australia that doesn't use left or right, the words I mean. They use north, south, east, and west for everything. Past the cup to the northwest. There's an ant on your southern leg, and they never get lost. These are the Guugu Yimithirr people. They're in North Queensland. And the fascinating thing about them is that the language has no words for left and right. Instead, they develop this capability most of us don't have, a running internal compass, always on, always accurate, not because they're born different, because their language required it. Every sentence demands orientation. And there have been studies done on this. The one that pops into mind is Winauer in 2007, and it was about the Russian speakers. Russian has two words for blue. It separates it into light blue and dark blue. And they have Blue Boy and Sini. These are not shades, they're different categories. And what they found is that Russian speakers categorize these blues faster than English speakers. Same eyes, different grooves in the mind. Grooves, that's the right word for what language does to thought. The pathways through which thought travels. These are not walls. You can think outside your language. Humans do it constantly. Gut feelings, spatial reasoning, that inarticulate hunch you can't put into words yet. Language doesn't trap you, but it carves channels, default pathways, the directions thought flows through when you're not fighting against it. Now, the Guugu Yimithirr don't have superhuman orientation, right? They have a language that carved a groove so deep that the spatial awareness became automatic. Same thing with the Russian speakers. They don't have better eyes. They have a vocabulary that carved the groove between two blues, and now they have two colors. From a human perspective, for a human, a groove is a shortcut. It connects to ideas, to things in your mind. Now, from an AI perspective, for an LLM, large language model, a groove is the entire road. Humans have thinking outside language. You can feel something before you can name it. You reason spatially, emotionally, physically. Language shapes your thought, but it doesn't contain it. And this is very important because an LLM has no gut feeling, no spatial sense, no pre-linguistic cognition. Its reasoning is very simple: token prediction, start to finish. The input is not shaping a deeper process. The input is the process. There's no thinking outside the notation, outside its parameters, its prompt, which means the way you write, the format in which you write in, doesn't just influence the model, how the model reasons. It defines the boundaries of where reasoning can go. Basically, you tell it how the LLM should think and where it can go and where it cannot go. The grooves in the notation, the writing, become the grooves in the thinking of the LLM. This is not the easy path for us humans. For an LLM, this is the only path. In the previous video, I told you that the context window is the mind, the container. And this, the grooves that I'm talking about, is the next piece, is the notation, the thing that fills this window, the architecture of the mind. This is what we put inside the context window. Every field name, every indentation pattern, every structural choice, these are grooves. The next time you're writing a prompt, know that you're not just writing some words for the AI. You're not just picking a data format the way you write. You are laying down the tracks that thought will run on. You're basically telling the LLM what are the parameters and how and in which constraint he can think in. Grooves.